The following is a paid advertisement for low-cost airlines, brought to you by Airtime Media.
Everybody wants cheap airfare because there are so many amazing travel destinations all across the United States and the world. From the beautiful beaches of the Hawaiian Islands to the Rocky Mountains, from the monuments of our nation's capital to the Eiffel Tower in Paris. No matter what destination you've dreamed of experiencing in person, if you thought you could never get there because you couldn't afford the airfare, don't change that channel. We're about to reveal one of the greatest revolutions in air travel ever. A new way of getting airline tickets with up to a 75% discount off of regular fares. And here's the best news. You can get these discounts right now. Introducing Low-Cost Airlines. Now you can fly with virtually any carrier worldwide to virtually any destination and save up to 75%. We do it through our exclusive computer database that constantly compares fares, seeking out one-of-a-kind bargains, special sales that may not be promoted to the general public, and time-sensitive offers designed to fill unsold seats. These are low rates you won't find anywhere else, and all you have to do to get them is call Low-Cost Airlines. That's right, call, because that's the only way to get these exclusive low rates. With rates this low, where would you go? There are so many destinations now within reach because of Low-Cost Airlines. One option is to head west to a legendary location, Destination San Francisco.
Visitors are welcome to San Francisco, the amazing city that has been called the Jewel on the Bay by the iconic Golden Gate San Francisco Bay Bridge, once called the bridge that couldn't be built. Today, it is hailed as one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Opened in 1937, the single suspension bridge span is anchored by twin towers that reach skyward to 746 feet. Once taller than any building in San Francisco, they bear 2 cables that support the suspended roadway. Each is more than 7,000 feet in length and contains 80,000 miles of wire stretched over the top of the towers. Both are rooted in concrete anchorages onshore. And when you're in San Francisco, don't miss the other amazing places, such as the Palace of Fine Arts. This is the only remaining structure from the 1915 Panama Pacific International Exposition, a World's Fair-style event that put San Francisco back on the map as a major international city after the devastation of the 1906 earthquake. At the world-famous Fisherman's Wharf, you can watch seals relaxing by the ocean and enjoy some of the best seafood anywhere. And yes, you really can get around on those famous cable cars. It's much easier than driving through the hills and some of those legendary narrow streets. And there's an incredible nightlife here like no other. Get ready to party in one of America's most beautiful and famous cities. It's an unforgettable destination.
So what are you waiting for? Call Low-Cost Airlines right now. Fly from virtually any place in the country and we'll save you up to 75% off regular airfare rates. And if you call right now, we can also give you our exceptional low rates on hotels, car rentals, and much more. But you've got to pick up the phone and call the number on your screen. That's right, call this number now. That's the only way you can get these exclusive low rates. And stay tuned, because before we're finished, we'll show you places where your dollar is worth as much as 27 times more. Think of the fun you could have with that kind of extra spending power. Before you leave Northern California, make sure you include time to fly south. It's just a short hop to visit LA. Destination Los Angeles.
This is where it's all happening. Los Angeles is the home of the iconic Hollywood sign and the birthplace of the American movie industry. It's also one of the first cities to feature theme parks, such as Disneyland and Universal City Studios. There's so much to see in Southern California. You could spend weeks experiencing it all. But here are some of the highlights you just can't miss. The iconic Griffith Observatory commands a view of the Los Angeles basin, including downtown Los Angeles, Hollywood, and the Pacific Ocean. Built in 1935, the structure combines Greek and Beaux-Arts influences, and the exterior is embellished with the Greek key pattern. If it looks familiar, maybe it's because you've seen it in a movie or on a TV show. Here are just some of the movies and TV shows that have used it as a location. And if Southern California is famous for movies and the observatory, it's even more famous for its amazing beaches, such as the surf spot, the Malibu Surf Rider Beach. Also, at 2 miles long, Santa Monica Beach offers plenty of space to stretch your legs, ride a Ferris wheel at the Santa Monica Pier, or just shop. Bring your sunscreen, a beach towel, and a blanket. LA's sun, sand, and surf will never let you down.
There have never been more flights available to Southern California, and airfare has never been this low. Call Low Cost Airlines right now to book your trip. And remember, you can't get these rates online. You've got to call the number on your screen. That's the only way to get these amazing one-of-a-kind low airfares. We've also got great rates for hotels, as well as car rental discounts and much more. So call us right now to plan your trip to beautiful Southern California. Remember, call the number on your screen. That's the only way you can get these unique low rates. If you fly farther west over the beautiful Pacific Ocean, you'll come to one of the most popular tourist destinations in the United States and the world. Destination Hawaii.
The first word that comes to mind when you mention Hawaii is beautiful. Virtually everywhere you look, you'll witness a piece of paradise. From the blue Pacific and pristine beaches to the stunning, unforgettable landscape, to iconic images you've seen on TV and in movies, now all right in front of you. Hawaii has 50 state parks and 2 national parks, where you'll find everything from incredible valley waterfalls to volcanic, otherworldly landscapes. The Hawaiian Islands are actually 8 major islands, along with a group of smaller ones in the North Pacific Ocean, extending some 1,500 miles from the island of Hawaii in the south to northernmost Kuri Atoll. They were originally known as the Sandwich Islands, a name chosen by James Cook in honor of the then First Lord of the Admiralty John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. Most travelers arrive in Oahu, the most populated island. In addition to sporting the world's most famous beach, Waikiki Beach, Oahu is also a sightseer's dream. There's the majestic Iolani Palace, traditional home to Hawaii's kings and queens, and now known for being featured in the Hawaii Five-0 television series. There is also the Pearl Harbor Memorial, which every American should have the opportunity to visit. In fact, Oahu is an island that offers amazing museums, parks, food, and traditions like no other. This is where you can experience and take part in the amazing culture and history of Hawaii. Whether you like the adventure of surfing, deep sea fishing, or just want to take it all in on a beach, this is the vacation you'll never forget. And Oahu is just the beginning. The Big Island, as well as the other islands, offer their own unique charms and experiences that are truly like no other. From active volcanoes to world-famous observatories, Hawaii has it all. Air travel between the islands doesn't take long and is now very affordable, so you can extend your vacation to experience much more of the beauty and excitement Hawaii has to offer.
If you've never been to Hawaii because you thought you couldn't afford it, call Low Cost Airlines right now. You really can save up to 75% on travel, on hotels, on rental cars, on complete packages, and more. We've got amazing deals on airfare to Hawaii, as well as complete travel packages for 2 or for a family. But you have to call the number on your screen to get these great rates. That's right, call. They're not available on the internet. You have to call to get these unique one-of-a-kind discounts. And of course, there are many other American destinations that should be on everyone's bucket list, like this one, Destination Seattle.
Seattle not only boasts the world-famous Space Needle, but this city on the ocean has some of the most delicious gourmet coffees anywhere, as well as amazing seafood that you can get from a market or in fine restaurants.
And as you rediscover America, don't miss a chance to visit the world-famous Windy City, Destination Chicago.
And then there's Chicago in northern Illinois. This world-famous city on the lake is known for its legendary ballparks, its renowned landmarks, and must-see museums. Add world-class shopping on the Magnificent Mile and the bustling boardwalks of Navy Pier, for an unforgettable experience in the Windy City in northern Illinois.
Destination Boston.
Or you can discover Boston, the city on the harbor, one of the birthplaces of American democracy, home of iconic destinations like Fenway Park, nestled in the heart of downtown. Experience places you've read about in history books with the landmarks on Boston's Freedom Trail. Check out Boston Harbor and the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides, a wooden-hulled, three-masted, heavy frigate of the United States Navy, named by President George Washington himself after the United States Constitution. She is the world's oldest commissioned naval vessel still afloat.
You'll also love the city of brotherly love. Destination Philadelphia.
American history is also big in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Must-see attractions include the Liberty Bell, located in the Independence Visitor Center, which is a part of Independence National Historical Park. Philadelphia is rich in attractions that help to tell America's story, many within walking distance of each other. Go back in time to discover the actual sites of America in its colonial days. In addition to its wealth of history, Philadelphia offers a wealth of modern attractions, unique restaurants, shopping, and fun things to do.
If you've never experienced any of these extraordinary cities, you need to know that low-cost airlines can get you there with amazing low ticket rates. We do it through our exclusive computer system that constantly searches databases, comparing fares, seeking out one-of-a-kind bargains, special sales that may not be promoted to the general public, as well as time-sensitive offers designed to fill unsold seats. And all you have to do to get them is call Low Cost Airlines. That's right, call the number on your screen. Calling that number is the only way to get these unbelievable low rates. For a different take on history, culture, and cuisine, you can visit the southern United States. Destination Dallas-Fort Worth.
Although most people think of cowboys and South Fork Ranch from the Dallas TV show when they hear the city's name, Dallas is actually a rich mix of art, cultures, and amazing landmarks. The George W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum highlights his two-term presidency, while the sixth-floor museum and Texas School Book Depository preserves one of the darkest days in American history, the assassination of John F. Kennedy. You'll also find some of the nation's best art galleries and theater centers here. Even the Dallas City Hall is artistically enticing. And you'll love dining on their famous barbecue and Tex-Mex cuisine. In neighboring Fort Worth, you can go back into the Old West with daily cattle drives through the streets of the Fort Worth stockyards. And the shops here are great venues with plenty of authentic Western wear to help you cowboy up. If you like bull riding or barrel racing, there's a complete rodeo arena inside Billy Bob's Texas, one of the world's largest honky-tonks.
You can enjoy plenty of country music here, but if you want to experience all of the history and lore of country music, there's only one place to go. Destination Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee, also known as Music City, is the undisputed hub of America's country music. The original Grand Ole Opry took place in the historic Ryman Auditorium. It was first broadcast from the Ryman on June 5, 1943, and originated there every week for nearly 31 years thereafter. Every show sold out, and hundreds of fans were often turned away. Today, Nashville is also the home of Opryland, the current Grand Ole Opry, numerous plantations and historical sites such as the Hermitage, Andrew Jackson's plantation home, as well as a full-size replica of the famous Greek Parthenon. Nashville boasts some of the nation's best restaurants and clubs. It's also the birthplace of the South's famous hot fried chicken. Don't leave without sampling some.
There's another southern city you can visit that rivals Nashville for music, food, fun, and history. Destination New Orleans.
New Orleans still sparkles with the Southern charm described by Tennessee Williams and other famous residents. A great place to start your visit is in the French Quarter, the oldest section of the city of New Orleans. Most of the French Quarter's architecture dates back to the late 18th century, but in the evenings it still comes alive with music, restaurants, and clubs where there's a party every night. During the day, go back in time to visit a real Southern plantation. Or if you're a foodie, sample some jambalaya, gumbo, Southern oxtail soup, or their famous beignets with some genuine chicory coffee.
In New Orleans, they know how to party, but there's one city that parties like no other. Destination Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is known for entertainment, and it truly has something for everyone. Visitors can get a glimpse of amazing, world-famous recreations like erupting volcanoes, the Eiffel Tower, and the Sphinx of Egypt, all waiting for you on the Las Vegas Strip. Las Vegas is famous the world over for its incredible casinos and shows. Whether you win big or lose, it's an unforgettable experience. Be sure and reserve some time on your trip just to take a walk down the Las Vegas Strip. There's really nothing else quite like it on the planet. While you're there, take a daytime ride out to Hoover Dam. When you see this in person, you'll agree that this is one of those places on Earth for which pictures can't do justice.
If you've dreamed of a vacation to one of these iconic American cities, what are you waiting for? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. Fly from virtually any place in America and we'll save you up to 75% off of regular airfare rates. And remember, if you call right now, we can also give you our exceptional low rates on hotels, car rentals, and much more. But you've got to pick up the phone and call the number on your screen. That's right, call this number now. Calling this number is the only way you can get these exclusive low rates. There are so many great destinations in the U.S., we literally can't cover them all. But two really stand out. The first is our nation's capital, Destination Washington, D.C.
You've read about America's capital city, but there's nothing like seeing the real thing up close. And when you visit Washington, D.C., you'll experience so much more than a gateway to the past or a glimpse of your national government at work. You'll marvel at its astonishing collection of museums and historical troves. Explore its unforgettable museums, eat well in its new restaurants, tour craft breweries, and return after dark to experience the lights of our national monuments. If you're wanting to tour the White House during your visit, plan ahead. Anyone can tour the presidential residence, but you must submit requests no less than 21 days in advance, either through your congressional representative or for foreign nationals through their embassy.
And there's one other destination we can't leave out. It's the big city by which all big cities are measured, the Big Apple. Destination New York City.
A trip to New York City, the city that never sleeps, may be the experience of your lifetime. With famed attractions like Times Square, Central Park in the center of Manhattan, the timeless Empire State Building, and the famous shows on Broadway, NYC packs more to see and do into one island than virtually any other place on Earth. Take a boat and visit the Statue of Liberty, walking the grounds around it. Take a cab or a bus and visit the heart of the city, or ride the subway into the village. New York never disappoints.
New York City, Washington, New Orleans, Las Vegas. Virtually any city in America is accessible by air at up to 75% off regular prices when you call Low Cost Airlines. Want to save even more money when you travel? Now you can. Today, the strong US dollar is worth even more in other countries. So get your passports ready. There's never been a better time to travel outside the USA. And one of the most interesting countries to visit is due north. Destination Canada.
Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories, covering 3.85 million square miles, making it the world's second largest country by total area. A can't-miss destination in Canada is Niagara Falls. The Horseshoe Falls lies on the border of the United States and Canada. You can take a boat to go near the falls and even take a zip line over the Canadian side. However, many people don't realize that there is a bustling city next to Niagara Falls, which features a dynamic entertainment district with top-tier casinos, shops, theaters, clubs, and much more. Plus, since the American dollar is worth over $1.30 in Canadian dollars, you'll get more bang for your buck. So shop, dine, and enjoy. Canada has other amazing cities. Toronto is a fascinating destination with world-class restaurants, clubs, and attractions. Canada is also known for its spectacular scenery. Whether you're into fishing, hiking, skiing, or just sightseeing, Canada will give you an unforgettable experience.
You'll find your dollar is worth more in another beautiful English-speaking country, destination Australia.
The land down under offers white sandy beaches, gorgeous wineries, and bustling cities. From the world-famous Sydney Opera House to the beautiful city of Cairns, the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, Australia has adventure waiting no matter where you go. And your American dollar is worth $1.35 in Australia. So you'll get much more for your money at this destination. Plus, if you ever dreamed of scuba diving or snorkeling, there's few places on Earth as stunning as Australia's Great Barrier Reef. As beautiful as these images are, anyone who has been here will tell you that pictures can never do it justice. Seeing it in person is unforgettable. You'll also love a trip through the rainforest or the outback. Say hello to a koala bear, follow a family of kangaroos, or witness the stunning beauty of Uluru. You'll never forget the sights and sounds of Australia.
There have never been more flights available outside the United States, and airfare has never been this low. Call Low Cost Airlines right now to book your trip. And remember, these rates will never be available online. Use the number on your screen and call Low Cost Airlines. That's the only way to get these amazing one-of-a-kind low fares. If you want to travel to a place that's closer to home, where your dollar is worth even more, just go south. Destination Mexico.
Mexico is ranked as the 8th most visited country in the world for tourism. From lush beaches to incredible underwater adventures, from the famous destinations like Acapulco and Mexico City to the ruins of Chichen Itza, there's something for everyone here. Chichen Itza, located on the Yucatan Peninsula, was a major focal point in the northern Mayan lowlands, estimated to have been most active from AD 600 to AD 1200. When visiting, you'll probably first notice the El Castillo Pyramid, which dominates the center of the Chichen Itza archaeological site. And then there's the Temple of the Warriors, a large stepped pyramid fronted and flanked by rows of carved columns depicting warriors of the period. Other impressive temples include the El Caracol Observatory Temple, and if you travel further, about 40 miles from Mexico City, is Teotihuacan, where you'll discover the Pyramid of the Sun and other astounding ruins. We could do an entire program on the attractions in Mexico. From nightlife, mariachi bands, and gourmet food to stunning beaches and natural beauty, there's simply no place like it.
And did you know your American dollar is worth over $18 in Mexican pesos? Just think of the spending power you'll have. So, have you called yet? Why are you still waiting? Call Low Cost Airlines right now to plan your trip to Mexico. Remember, call the number on your screen. That's the only way you can get these amazing low rates. And if you think your dollar's worth a lot in Mexico, wait until you visit this next destination. Destination Argentina.
Beautiful, defiant, and intense, Argentina will seduce you with its incredible scenery and its delicious wines. Plus, in Argentina, the US dollar is worth over $27 in Argentine pesos. One of the can't-miss destinations in Argentina is Iguazu Falls, waterfalls of the Iguazu River on the border of the Argentine province of Misiones and the Brazilian state of Paraná. Together, they make up the largest waterfall system in the world. Or visit the Perito Moreno Glacier, located in the Los Glaciares National Park in southwest Santa Cruz province. At 3.1 miles wide, with an average height of 240 feet above the surface of the water of Argentino Lake, with a total ice depth of 558 feet, this ice field is the world's third largest reserve of fresh water. Another can't-miss opportunity here is the experience of Argentina's fine wineries. The city Mendoza is synonymous with wine, and this is the place to go if you're up for touring the vineyards, taking a few dozen bottles home, or just looking for a great vintage to accompany the evening's dinner.
We've shown you just some of the extraordinary destinations you can reach at lower prices than you ever imagined through low-cost airlines. But these destinations are just a small sampling of the amazing places you can go, now cheaper than ever before. Just think of the fun you can have on a trip to Europe, exploring the wonders of England. Visit the Palace of the Queen, Big Ben, and other famous landmarks of downtown London. Experience the legendary sights and sounds that are so unique to the British people. Or you could visit Paris. Gaze down on the entire city from the top of the Eiffel Tower. Explore the world-famous Louvre Museum, the La Pyramide in Versailles, or Inverted Pyramid, the one-of-a-kind exhibits and paintings, as well as magnificent Arc de Triomphe. Imagine touring the ruins of an actual Roman Colosseum or visiting the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Can you see yourself enjoying a gondola ride in the canals of Venice? Can you imagine yourself walking through the Parthenon? Think of what it would be like to stand next to a pyramid, or take in the revered landmarks that are ingrained in the history of Israel. Imagine the amazing views of Hong Kong, or what you would experience during a visit to China, the architecture of buildings based on history that goes back thousands of years. Think of what it might be like to take a stroll on the Great Wall of China, or gaze upon the Kremlin and other iconic Russian structures in Moscow's Red Square. Are you ready to experience something you never thought you'd be able to see in person? There is so much to visit all over the world, and now because of the low rates available from low-cost airlines, for the first time it's within your reach. If you never thought you had the money to travel, you need to pick up the phone right now and call the number on your screen. You're going to be amazed at what's available. The travel opportunities change on a regular basis, and there are new bargains emerging virtually every day. So don't wait another second. Pick up the phone right now and call the number on your screen. Your dream vacation may be just a phone call away. You'll never know unless you pick up the phone and call the number on your screen right now. If you can't call right now, write the number down and call later. But don't let this opportunity pass you by. Call low-cost airlines right now and take the trip you've always dreamed of. If you can't call right now, write the number down and call later. But don't let this opportunity pass you by. Call low-cost airlines right now and take the trip you've always dreamed of.